Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about a handmade waterproof notebook. Now, if you're an outdoorsman, prepper, military, law enforcement, I'm sure you have heard of the Write in the Rain notebooks. Well, basically this is just the exact same thing, just handmade by an Instagram follower of mine, Careful Kodiak. He made these, and then he contacted me and asked me if I'd be willing to test it out, and of course I was honored to do so, so said yes, send away. And I put it to the test. Got to tell you guys, I'm really impressed. Lately here, we've had a whole bunch of rain for a really long time, it seems like. So this is kind of a perfect thing for me, if no one else. But just a few days ago, we had a pretty big storm here, and started off with a lot of rain, then turned to sleet, and then turned to snow. Now, I had already done some preliminary testing by writing on the notebook, dousing it with water, running it under the sink and stuff like that to see if the ink would come off. It was holding up to that. I will say that writing on it, Sharpies and pencils work perfect. Ballpoint pens, not so much, but usually these are what I keep in my pack anyway, so just so you know what to keep if you're going to get one of these. But yeah, so I was just testing it that way, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good. But then we needed in my opinion, a real test. So when the big storm hit that was rain, sleet to snow, I took this and I sat it out here on this table that's right behind the camera and just let it go. And I think it was around 3 something when I put it out, and then I picked it up a little after 10 the next morning. And here you go, ladies and gentlemen. All the writing is still on it. Paper's still usable. Like I had just ripped it out of the notebook, so I could just leave it out here. And the reason why I did it for that long is because my thinking was, if you needed to leave a note for somebody, you were stranded, you had left your vehicle and you needed people to know where you had gone, or you had to leave a note for someone on their car, something like that, and it rains, we need to know that if your message is going to get to who needs to receive it. So the fact that it held up for that long with no issues, none of the ink came off at all, I was extremely impressed. Now, just to kind of give you a on-screen, I'm going to roll in, actually let me go ahead and do this first. I'm going to just roll in the video from the testing that I did just the other day. All right, so for the next test, I'm going to sit this out here. It's been sleeting and raining a whole bunch. So this is to kind of simulate, you have something written down, a note that you want to leave on somebody's car, or you left it on your car because you had to walk away because you're stranded or something. And we're going to see how the ink holds up, if the message holds up. Yeah, so here we go. I'm going to leave it out here probably for several hours, maybe till morning, because it's supposed to turn to snow. So actually, yeah, I'll do it till morning. Just that way we'll know if it had to sit long term, how it's going to hold up. And there we go. We will be back. It is, let's see, we got off work early today because of the weather. Sorry about the finger of the camera. Let's go back from the gym. Sorry about the shaky camera. I'm not using a tripod. All right, 3:12. Hope you didn't make you dizzy there. And we'll check back in the morning, so we'll calculate the time from there. All right, so it's now 10:50. It did snow last night. Most of it is melted. It did get below freezing all night. And as we can see here, all the writing is still there. So that's a win. That means if you were stranded or you had to leave a note for somebody, whatever it is, then your message would be received because it's still there, doesn't rub off. It's a winner. All right, so you see how that worked? So I'll just give you a live demo real quick right here. Just going to write on the page with Sharpie and pencil. And then I got a cup of water right here. Let me move this so you can watch it. I'm not going to dump the water on myself. Let me move the camera a little bit. Sorry about this. But make sure I'm on camera here. See? Nothing comes off. Paper or Sharpie and pencil still there. And so also, if paper got wet, you dropped your notebook in a puddle or something like that, and you still need to leave a message because you haven't written one yet, or you'd started it, fumbled, just to show you that you can still use it after the fact. still writes, and with the pencil. Now I had tried a couple different types of pen, and those weren't working. I did not try a felt pen, so maybe that would possibly be an answer if you just really determined that you need to use a pen. But I gotta tell you guys, I love this thing. Sorry about all the movement, and I think it's a really good deal. Now, handmade here in the United States by a follower of mine. He's going to be selling these for $6.95 plus $1.60 for shipping and handling. It has two choices of a translucent cover like this one. So yes, you can see through it, kind of. And I think blue is the other color. So almost the same price. Like if you were to buy one in a store, the Write in the Rain notebooks, it's almost going to be the same price. This may be just a tad bit more expensive, but guys, you're getting a handmade product from someone here in the United States. You're helping support a small business. So I highly recommend it. Definitely check him out. I'm going to leave a link to his page down below. So definitely contact him and tell him I sent you. And so that you can get yourself one of these or get several of them. You know, if you have different packs, put them in different cars, whatever you need, right? There's a lot of options for these, or places to keep them, and uses for them. All right, guys, hopefully this will help you in your purchasing decisions of getting a handmade waterproof notebook. I like it, and I know you will too. All right, guys, in the meantime, be prepared, have fun.